Hey, what's up? My name is Tyson Brown and I want to welcome you to Tyson's Fitness Tips podcast. This is Australia's top health and fitness podcast to help you lose weight, look good with your shirt off, feel confident in your body, and finally achieve the goals you want with your health and fitness. So 5 days a week, I'm going to be giving you top information from myself and also from leading experts in the field so you know everything you need to do to get in the best shape of your life. From nutrition to mindset to workout, everything is covered in this podcast and you need to go nowhere else. So like I said, it's going to be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in your ears with quick actionable segments that you can implement straight away, because the most important thing is that you can put these things into play. Also, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, you're going to get 2 special gifts that you can download upon listening to it. So make sure you listen all the way to the end to get those free gifts, okay? So let's get into the episode. Hey guys, what's going on? Back for another podcast episode / movie. This is going to be really bad, so it's probably just going to be a podcast episode as opposed to a video, but either way, I'm going to record it. So today's question is, Tyson, I'm eating healthy, I'm eating clean, but I don't seem to be losing weight. And I thought, you know what, this is a fucking perfect topic, because when I dug a little bit deeper into this question, when I actually started talking to this person, I found out that it turns out the person wasn't eating as clean as they told me they were. He was having a couple of days where he might go on a binge, or he was having a couple of too many drinks with mates, and he said for the majority of the time he's eating clean, but he's like, I just can't seem to be eating it. And it wasn't until we dug deeper, it wasn't until I actually asked him, and I was like, hey, tell me actually what's going on, that we actually found the underlying reason. Pardon me. Sorry, having a bit of a yawn. But what that made me realise is that, you have got to be honest with yourself at the end of the day. If you're not willing to be honest with what you're actually doing, and if you're saying you're not seeing results, then that's on you. Because most of the time you know what the problem is, but you're not willing to admit it to people. You're not willing to admit that you had a couple of finger foods here and there, that you had a couple of wines or a couple of beers with the mates on Tuesday and then Wednesday and then Thursday, or you had this little bit of slice of cake and you're like, oh, that doesn't count, or but most of the time I've been good. It's like, no. Are you being honest with yourself right now? Are you sitting down and saying, I am not getting results, I am following my calories, I am tracking my food, I am hitting my workout days, I am keeping myself active? We talked about this the other day. Are you actually being truthful? Because if you're not, and you're wondering why you're looking for different, and you're wondering why you're not seeing results, and you're constantly looking for different things all the time, the onus is on you, and it's because you are not being honest with yourself. And until you're honest with yourself, you are not going to see the results you want. And that's just a plain and simple fact. If you can't do that, if you can't say, you know what, I haven't really been putting in the effort, I haven't been tracking my food, I've been eating a little bit over than what I have been usually, then that's the sole reason for it. And don't feel bad for it. Once you know the truth, then you can change it. Because before you know anything, before you change anything, you have to know it. And you've just got to sit down and be like, okay, have I been tracking my food on MyFitnessPal? Have I been weighing and measuring my food? Other days I've skipped to the gym. Other days I've sat around and watched Netflix and maybe binged on an ice cream in the last 2 weeks. Pardon me, okay. I'm yawning, sorry. But this stuff where you have to sit down and you have to, what's the word called? I guess evaluate, take stock of what's going on in your health and fitness journey, and just wondering is what I'm doing at the moment, is it the right thing? Am I being consistent? Am I being true to myself? It's funny, even here, this little cup says stay true, and that's it. You've got to stay true to yourself. If you are lying, if you are blaming a workout program, if you are blaming a nutrition program, if you are blaming anything else, but you are not actually taking the time to put in the effort, to track your food, to follow the diet to a T, to follow the workout program, to do whatever you say you're going to do, and you're actually not putting in the effort, but you're not admitting that to yourself, that's what's holding you back. There's nothing else. There's no secret magical formula that's holding you back. There's no five must-have diet tips or anything like that. It's no, you're just fucking not putting in the effort at the moment, and you need to change that. Because if you don't change that, if you don't be honest with yourself, and you keep lying to yourself, and you're wondering what's going on, you're maybe I need to try another diet, maybe I need to try another workout program, then the problem isn't that. The problem is you. It's you not being truthful to yourself, or it's you not putting in the effort we've talked about before and being diligent with it. So just sit back and ask yourself, like, am I getting good quality sleep? Am I taking time for myself? Am I working out enough? Am I moving enough? Am I tracking my food? I keep saying this stuff, but it's the most truthful thing. Like, if you aren't doing this and you're wondering why you're not seeing results, the answer, the proof is in the pudding. The reason you aren't seeing results is simply because you are not being truthful to yourself. And it's hard at first. It's actually hard to come to the truth and be like, you know what? I'm actually not doing this. And I had to do that. I had to do that after my diet because I was just eating shit. I was like, oh, it's not that much. But I put on a couple of kilos actually after my diet after I did my photo shoot back in December. And it's like, you know what? Just be honest with yourself. You're overeating, you're being a little piggy, and you need to change it. And so I did. I took action. I had to make a change. I had to stop all that shitty food. Because like when you tell that excuse in your head, when you make up those excuses, when you're constantly like, oh, this doesn't really count, or this doesn't matter. It does matter. Every single thing matters. Every single thing counts. Whatever you put into your body, whatever you do on a daily basis, it's counting. And like, you can't pretend that it's not there, because it is there. And that's like, we like to put this mask on and it's like, oh, we pretend that it doesn't matter when every single thing matters. And if you aren't being truthful to yourself, if you aren't doing what you say you're going to do, or what you're telling yourself you're doing, or if you're trying to fake it for yourself, then that's the big problem. And I know it's hard. It is hard to actually come to grips with, because when you finally take stock and when you finally admit to yourself that you're like, okay, well, I'm not doing the best I can, or I'm not tracking my food, or I'm not, like, it actually hurts. Like, it's hard to admit, because when you tell the truth, you actually then have to take action to do something for that truth. Because if you don't, you could be like, oh, it's not really happening, and you try and put this false perception in front of you, because when you actually have to address it, you have to take responsibility. And taking responsibility isn't fun, because you've actually now got to put in the work. When you acknowledge that, when you're now like, you know what? Yep, it's me. It's been me the whole time. I've got to change this. Then you can't shift the blame on anybody else but yourself. Like, that hurts. That hurts the heart. And then you've got to think about, okay, I've actually got to start, because then you've actually got to start taking action. Then you've actually got to start putting things into play. Then you've actually got to start putting in more effort. And weight loss is going to take effort. Looking good is going to take effort. Tracking is going to take effort. Food prepping is going to take effort. Exercising is going to take effort. And it's just like, man, like, that's a lot of responsibility you've got to take on. And so a lot of people that don't tell the truth, including myself, like, we don't want to tell the truth to ourselves because we don't want to put in that effort. We're like, oh fuck, like, do I really have to? Like, humans are naturally lazy, okay? And so when you think about that, you're like, okay, we're naturally lazy, we want to cut corners, we want to look for the secret, we want to look for the shortcut. Like, that's the reason that we don't want to tell ourselves the truth, because when we have to put in the effort, it just takes more willpower, it takes more energy, and it's easy for us to kind of coast through. But if we're not seeing the results we want and we're unhappy, you have to look internally. You have to look internally, and you have to wonder why. Like, what's going wrong at the moment? Is it really my diet? Is it really my workout plan? You think about it, is it really my diet? Is it really my workout plan? No, you know what? Honestly, it's me. I just haven't been tracking. Oh, because I had the drinks a couple of nights ago, or I had Christmas and New Year's and this and that, and like, you can make up excuses again, but it's like, dude, excuses are just excuses. Like, seriously, man, you've just got to pull your finger out. You've got to be able to tell the truth. So just like, here's what I want you to do, right? I want you to sit down, and I want you to think about the last couple of weeks. What's gone good? What's gone bad? In regards to your health and fitness, are you on track? Are you moving towards your track? If you're not, look at your routine. Have you gone to the gym as many times as you said you're going to do? No, you might have missed one here and there. Have you been consistent with your nutrition for the last 14 days? Not for 5 days of the week and then 2 days whatever, and then 5 days of the week and 2 days whatever. Like, have you been consistently going to the gym day in? Not 7 days a week, but like, have you been consistently dieting for the 14 days? Because if you haven't, that's probably your main problem right there. And you can't make up the excuses like, oh, I just had one bit of food, or I just had 2 bits of food. All of that is going to matter. And that's just the Though the only reason I want to bring this up is because like this happened to myself and I don't want this to happen to you. And I'm talking a lot about self-experience lately because I want to share with you how to overcome these things. And like the first thing you got to do is you've just got to admit to yourself, you've just got to take action and be like, all right, this isn't going well at the moment. I've got to be honest with myself. Here's what I'm not doing and here's how I'm going to fix it. So take stock. If you don't see something like working, actually ask yourself the truth. Am I putting in the effort? Am I training? Am I eating right? Am I doing the things I say I'm doing? And from there, then you'll be able to find your answer. Look for within. Don't always try and jump to the next fad diet, the next fad workout routine, because it's probably you just not being honest with yourself that you're not putting in the effort. So that's it. That's the video, guys. I hope it was informative. I really, really hope you start taking action and start taking responsibility, because as much as it hurts, it's going to make you a better person. And you know that. And you know that you're going to get the goals you want when you start taking responsibility and when you start talking the truth to yourself. So that's another Q&A, done and dusted. If you have any other questions, all you have to do is comment down below, or you can send me a message at tyson@tysonbrown.com.au, and I'll hit you up with the Q&A tomorrow, because tomorrow's another day. We're going to keep consistent with this stuff. We're going to keep it going. All right, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you. Start telling the truth, because guess what? I've got to start telling the truth too. Well, I have been, but it took a long time for me to be able to do that, and there's still things I find in my life where I'm not telling the truth, but that's for another day. Anyways, guys, take it easy. I'll speak to you soon. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. So now you've listened all the way to the end. That means you get some free goodies. So what you can do is you've got two different options, or you can take them both. I've got an intermittent fasting cheat sheet and a high protein 20 recipe meal guide designed specifically for you in your situation. These meal plans and this intermittent fasting guide is designed to help you burn stubborn belly fat and get in the best shape of your life. So all you have to do is go to the show notes, click on the download link, and they'll get sent straight to your email address. It's as simple as that. They're completely free. They're going to help you transform your body. So go to the show notes now and download your free guides, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.